I would really have to say that one of the most mysterious characters in the sequel trilogy besides Supreme Leader Snoke has got to be Rey. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as we go through the principal photography phase, we have been learning a whole lot more about this film by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, who worked on this film. They actually planned to end filming by February of 2019. We're getting closer and closer, month by month, until we finally get to see the official teaser trailer of Star Wars Episode 9. But looking past all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been going over some of the set leaks, the set designs, the scene schedules, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which specifically has all to do with the character of Rey and some mysterious figures. Specifically, a description of a younger Rey on a desert world that is likely to be Jakku. She is inside of a tent with a fire going, similar to the one in The Force Awakens. There is an older man and an older woman that deeply resembles Rey. The man has long hair and a ponytail, meanwhile the mother has a similar hairstyle to Rey's in The Force Awakens in a white dress. Next to Rey is a boy that also resembles her, holding a bowl of soup over the fire. In the back is a younger girl with long brown hair not tied at all and clothing like Rey's on Jakku, holding and looking at Rey's staff. The next goes over what is assumed to be the mother and father hugging the three children, all together before they tuck them into bed. Very interesting stuff. I want to go over a couple of pointers here. The tent, alright, is something that really does interest me, and if we look at the set over in Jordan, I want to look at the set over in Jordan. If you guys actually saw the leaked photographs about a week or so ago, very interesting stuff. You saw the tents that deeply do resemble the ones over in The Force Awakens on the planet Jakku. And that's the reason as to why I believe that we are going back over there. Now, it was also described as they were filming some scenes that there were also campfires. Now, this seems like it's connecting to this storyboard description between Rey, the assumed mother and father, and her two siblings, both being the brother and the sister from what it seems. Unless, you know, these are just normal people all bundled up together in one tent, it doesn't seem like it, because from what's being described, these characters resemble the character of Rey, indicating that they are indeed family members. And like I said in the beginning of this video, besides Snoke, Rey has gotta be one of the most mysterious characters in the sequel trilogy. Now, we heard about this man before these past couple of weeks or so, about the man with the ponytail, the long hair and the ponytail, being with Rey, kissing her on the forehead, essentially saying goodbye to her, as there's a battle going on in the background on that sandy world. And that tells us that, you know, it could very well be her father. There's a lot of discussions out there about Rey's family being a component in Episode 9. We do know that J.J. Abrams is planning on doing something huge for the character of Rey and her lineage in Episode 9. And it also makes one wonder if Rian Johnson did this intentionally in Episode 8, where Kylo Ren tells her that her parents are nobody and that Rey admits to herself that they were nobody. Could this very well have been a way of a misdirect to the fans and the audience alike into getting a bigger surprise to come in Episode 9? Quite possible. But looking at the other thing here, how the younger girl, apparently in the background, is examining Rey's staff. Again, very interesting stuff for sure. And if you actually go all the way back to that flashback scene in The Force Awakens in which Unkar Plutt is pulling Rey and Rey is yelling, you know, come back. No, come back, and the ship takes off and exits the planet's atmosphere. Who's on that ship? You know, that's another thing to really think about. Now, it could just be her parents. It could very well have also been her brother and sister leaving with the parents. Maybe, you know, it is true that these parents eventually sold her off for drinking money. But I'm not buying that. I just don't buy it. There's something off about that to me. I just don't know if that's a great message for, you know, a character like Rey and her parents. I think that her parents should be more of an inspirational piece to the Star Wars fans and the audience. And I know some of you guys out there may disagree with me on that, but I feel like that the family aspect of Star Wars is something that makes Star Wars so special. And I think that's why I personally was very much disappointed with how her parents were revealed to be nobody, and that they just sold her off for drinking money. It just seemed like it came out of left field there. I just did not understand that. And so, you know, like John Williams has said, he doesn't buy it, he doesn't believe in it at all. I'm the same exact way. I don't buy it, I don't believe that her parents are nobody, and we'll have to wait and see exactly what J.J. Abrams has in store for Episode 9. Again, it could always go back to my other theory that maybe her grandparents are the more important roles in Episode 9 as opposed to her actual parents. But looking at the figures here, alright, the presumed father and mother of Rey and her siblings, her brother and sister, Rey's family as a whole could very well be a thing in Episode 9 that'll actually explain to us exactly who Rey is and what her past was like in, you know, the events before The Force Awakens itself. So I would really love to hear your input about all of this below in the comments section. You know, Rey as a character, I would have to say that J.J. Abrams, it seems as so that he was really trying to set things up, not just for Rey in The Force Awakens, but also for Snoke, Kylo Ren, Luke Skywalker, and then when Rian Johnson came on board, it seems like he wanted to do something entirely different. And then looking at Episode 9, now that J.J. Abrams is back, he may very well be continuing what he originally planned in The Force Awakens. Now, the actor who played Unkar Plutt actually revealed a couple of years ago that JJ originally had a very special lineage for Rey that was ultimately scrapped. So, I think that's going to actually come back into fruition in Episode 9. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.